Welcome to my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Maritime Law Suites. If you work in the maritime industry, whether as a seaman, as a longshoreman, or on offshore rigs and platforms on the outer continental shelf, you have rights. You have right under maritime law to receive compensation in the event that an on-the-job accident leaves you injured. That compensation may cover your medical expenses, lost wages, and even pain and suffering depending on the situation. This compensation also extends to your dependents, loved ones, if you die because of a workplace accident. In too many cases, employers and their insurer try to deny maritime workers their rights to accident compensation. They look for any angle of or excuse to get out of the responsibility of compensating injured workers. If you find yourself in this situation, you may need to file a maritime lawsuit to get what you are owed. Doing so isn't always easy or straightforward, but an experienced maritime lawyer can help coach you through the process and represent you in court or during arbitration. And then next about when to file a lawsuit. When you get injured on the job, there are expenses to be paid, not least of which may be your lost wages if your injuries prevent you from going back to work, plus mounting medicals bill. If you have been injured and your employers won't compensate you or is not compensating you adequately, you may be in a position to file a lawsuit under federal maritime law. There are several laws that cover different kinds of maritime workers, and where and who you work in the industry determines which ones cover your rights. Anytime you are injured at work and you believe that you are not getting adequately you not getting adequately compensated, you can file a lawsuit. The Jones Act, this law also known as the Merchant Marine Act of 1920, covers seamen, and to file a lawsuit under this law, you must qualify as this kind of maritime worker according to the definition. The requirement for being defined as a seaman under this law includes spending at least 30% of your working time aboard a vessel that is on navigable waters. This includes ships at the dock or in ports. You also must have been injured while doing work that contributes to the maritime work of the vessels. The Jones Act is specifically designed to ensure you get compensation if your employer is negligent in causing the accident that injured you. The Longshore and Harbor Workers' Compensation Act. This law covers many of the maritime workers who do not qualify under the Jones Act. It was drafted specifically for this reason. Harbor workers face dangers too and were left out on the benefits of the Jones Act. If you work in a harbor setting, this law provides you with the Federal Workers' Compensation Program. Similar to state programs, You do not have to prove any negligence to qualify under this law. The Outer Continental Shelf Land Act's finally maritime law had to be extended to cover another group of workers let off let out of the above two laws. Workers aboard oil rigs and platforms and on other permanent structures on the continental south regions of the oceans do not qualify as a seaman under the Jones Act. For this reason, the Outer Continental Shelf Land Act was drafted to provide a workers' compensation program for these workers. If you have been injured on the job in any of the above categories, you can file maritime lawsuit to get to the compensation units. There are other maritime laws as well, which may apply in your case. If you aren't sure whether you qualify or which law will be right for you to file a claim or start a lawsuit, an experienced attorney can guide you and help you get the lawsuit started. And then next, a reason for feelings. There is any number of reasons to file a lawsuit when you have been injured on the job. The main broad reason is that you don't believe you are getting the compensation you are owed. For instance, if you work aboard a ship and you were injured when a piece of equipment malfunctioned, you may be able to prove that your employers neglected to have the equipment repaired. If that negligence contributes to your injury, you may be able to file a successful lawsuit under the Jones Act to get the compensation your employer is trying to dodge paying out to you. Under the broad category of being denied your rights, there are many specific reasons for filing a lawsuit. These include being denied a right to maintenance and cure, suffering an injury because you or someone else working with you were not trained adequately, being assaulted by a fellow worker, being struck by cargo that was improperly stored, or being denied survivor benefit if you lose a loved one to an accident while doing a maritime job. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget give like, comment and subscribe.